So, yep, this is where we are. This is the way my life goes. Just cross-waved and just knocked my coffee maker off the floor. I had already put my creamer in there. I'm in shock. I'm in shock. I truly am. I feel like this is a joke, but I can guarantee you it's not a joke. So, I guess I better get that crosswave back out. Good thing it's still right here. It still has some solution in it. So, okay. Wow. Okay.
Hey, guess who's not going to work tonight? Guess who doesn't care that she's missing out on a lot of money? Because they don't need me there anyway. I was taking a nap before work because I was so tired. I was reading one of my, 6 chapters for radiology tomorrow. And I was tired, so I was like, let me take a nap. I gotta go to work, and then I'll just read the 2 chapters for pharmacology. And I was like, these other radiology chapters are gonna just get left behind. Because shocking no one, I didn't go on my schedule today, but I mean, I don't know. It's not like I've given it up. I didn't watch any of the Real Housewives, Potomac or Married to Medicine. Not like I was watching TV. You know, having to crosswave this morning before I did Pilates really threw me for a loop. And then spilling the coffee, having to like crosswave again. It was just a lot. Then I had to clean the crosswave because if you don't clean your crosswave, oh boy, don't do that. One time I forgot to clean it. I had to go. I just went ahead and bought new components. I went on Temu. I said, let me get a new filter and everything else, get a new brush. But yeah, I'm gonna finish reading my chapters. I have plenty of time to read all the ones for radiology. I'm gonna finish reading the ones for pharmacology, start and finish. And then I think I'm gonna redo my planner, like I was saying last week, put all my stuff back in there because it's just gonna really irritate me. Like it's gonna irritate me to no end to not be able to like edit the stuff. So I think I might just transfer that. Looking ahead, Wednesday is online class in the morning, then a 2-hour break, and then we have dental materials on campus. So I'm thinking I might try to cook something on Wednesday, one of these last 2 meals I have, before the produce goes completely bad. I did put the proteins in the freezer, but what I'll have to do is tomorrow, I'll go get eggs tomorrow. I'll go get a tomato, just a couple things that I need like to make those meals. I don't know that I'll be able to make them both, but if I somehow get the day off again tomorrow, I could definitely, make like the meatballs or something. What I was thinking about is looking ahead as far as when my next study time is, because I do need to read basically 4 chapters for Clinic 1. And then dental materials is easy. We just have to read a PDF, read a PowerPoint, and then watch a video. So that'll be super simple. That won't be a problem at all. And then for clinic, there's nothing to do. We have kind of a modified schedule this second week still. We're going to be, I had it open. Basically, we're going to be doing like stations, learning about clinic assistant, practicing oral health instruction, practicing sharpening, practicing removable prosthesis care, stuff like that. So it's nerve-wracking that next week, week 3, we're going to do the patient appointment with our peer partners, start to finish. That will be good. Love that. But real people, I don't have any people to bring in, like nobody. I have my classmate's kid in my second year, but I haven't talked to my second. Oh my God, I'm tripping. And if I'm looking correctly, what are we in? We're in the spring, right? It looks like they only have 1 class, maybe, clinic 2 theory on Thursday, maybe from 9 to 11, which means my second year can come in on Thursday from 1 to 5. That's like, I only have 1 day on campus, which is nice. I really like having only the 1 day, but it's really nice for scheduling. It's like, can you come in on a Thursday? If you can't be my patient. If you can't come in on Thursday, because I'm not there any other day. Rather than sit up here and make this YouTube video, I'm gonna just finish my reading because I do want to get myself a good night's sleep. Even though I had my little nap, I'm still ready for bed. I'll be ready for bed in about 5 hours. So that'll be nice. I'll check in with you guys later tomorrow. Bye. Well, it's starting. It seems like every semester is going to start the same, I guess, because today, let me just tell you, it started off great. I got a good night's sleep last night. I got up right out the bed. I snoozed 1 time, got right out the bed. I started with breakfast. I was out of here right on time, walked down to my car, turned it on, sat there for about 10 minutes so that it could warm up a little bit, because usually when I like try to drive it right away when it's cold, it like stutters. And being that it's like super cold, even the wind chill, I was like, let me let it sit there for a while. And I get about, 5 minutes away, and first thing I noticed is that the little lever, I don't know what you call it, the thing that shows you cold and hot, it was all the way at hot. So I thought that was weird. And I was looking at the hood trying to see if I saw smoke. And then I hit like a little pothole. Not like a pothole, maybe like just a little, little hole. and I heard a pop. And I kind of thought it was my tire, but no, it wasn't my tire. The car just stopped working. It didn't turn off though. Like, it was on, but it wouldn't really drive. And then I go to call my clinic lead, even though I don't have clinic today, just to tell somebody I'm going to be late. And then I realized that I don't have any phone service because I have Total Wireless, and I guess I forgot to buy a new plan. I didn't leave my house since Friday. I got home on Friday after school and just like stayed in, mostly because of the cold. Also, I think I forgot to mention why I didn't leave. My front door, the lock is electronic, and it was like flashing red, and I didn't know what it meant. But then I saw that it meant that the battery was low. So I put in a work order for them to come fix it, but nobody ever replied. I think somebody came and fixed it because now it's not red. I thought they would have to come inside the house. I don't know what's going on. So I didn't really leave because I was like, I don't want to be out of the house and I, can't get back in. Anyway, back to this story. So I tried to call first my teacher, and then I was going to call the tow truck. No service. So I put on my backpack and I got out of my car and I started walking. And when I left the house this morning, it was felt like 22 below, but it was actually only 5 below. Right now it is 3 below, 0, of course, Fahrenheit. It still feels like 22 below. So we're in a wind chill advisory. So I walked to the grocery store that has Wi-Fi, and then I called the Lyft, and I bought another a plan for my phone. Got home, called the tow. They said it's going to be a while because of the weather. And then I called the mechanic, the one who was flirting with me last time. He didn't seem to remember me, but he's always really busy. So hopefully when I show up, he'll remember me. He said it's going to be a couple days, which is fair. And yeah, I really want to cry. I want to cry, but I was just on YouTube crying. I just edited the video. The last video last semester. So I just edited that video, and I'm not interested in editing more footage of me bawling. So I'm not going to cry on YouTube, but that's what I want to do. Yeah. I told people that I was going to be in pharmacology at, was it 1? And that's my plan. But if I can't get a tow, I don't know. It's just frustrating. I think it's bad this time. I'm feeling very defeated. Like, seriously, to be having such a good day, like on track. I was gonna be at school at 8:45. Like, I was gonna be there 15 minutes early, the earliest I've been all semester. I'm feeling really defeated. I feel like my car is done, and I'm gonna have to be riding the bus to school, including on a day where I have to be there basically 7 o'clock. I guess it's 7:20, but I have to be there at 7:20 and see patients all day, which is fine. I'm not complaining. I will ride the bus and I will be there. It's way cheaper than a Lyft. I can't afford a Lyft. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's the only option. That's really the only option, is to ride the bus. But then I can't go to work. The bus does not go to work. I would have to transfer to a different center, and they might, but they might not. I've heard you can transfer for academic reasons, like if you're in school, and I am in school, but I wouldn't really need to transfer because I'm in school. I would need to transfer because my car's a piece of shit. So I just don't know. I want to be at school. I was so ready to learn. I really need to be there for pharmacology because I mentioned we had a bunch of chapters for radiology, and I would say the majority of them I understood, read the whole chapter, like infection control, bite wing technique, paralleling technique, and bite wing radiograph. I did not really read the bisecting technique that much because she told us we're going to primarily be doing paralleling. So I was like, let me just get the basics, and then I'm going to, listen in class to get the nitty gritty, but I'm not going to be there. But pharmacology, that was heavy. First week was like nothing. It was like, oh, here's the difference between a generic and a brand name. Ibuprofen versus Motrin. Nonsense. But the second and third chapter, I just feel sick. I feel really sick. I'm going to have to figure something out. Something's going to have to work because I'll be damned if I let this car be the reason that I don't proceed. It's not happening. I will figure something out. I just don't know what that is. And it's like, you know, why couldn't my life have delivered this gift to me during the break? My life is usually pretty good. It will throw me the curveballs at the most opportune time. This is not the most opportune time, but it could have been worse. I just feel sick. Like I literally feel sick to my stomach right now. I feel sick to my stomach because I know this is bad. This is bad. I can feel it. I can just feel it. I don't know. I don't really have anything to say besides I feel sick. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'll do this. This will make me happy. I got something over the weekend. I got it on Friday. I didn't open it. I don't want to show the front because it's got my address, but I know exactly what it is. Oh no, I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry, but I know what this is. Let me show you guys what I got. I earned a college degree because I've taken so many courses. I have myself, look, I got a college degree. And look, it says with high honors. What does that mean? I have good grades? This is covering up the president's name of or the dean of my school. I'm still trying to not tell you guys where I go to school, so. That's really cool. I graduated high school in 2006. And I finally got myself an associate's degree. 2-year degree. That's really nice. I feel really proud of myself. Yeah. But I can't let this be the last one, right? I have to make sure that I get my Associate of Science in Dental Hygiene. Yeah. I don't have many more for you guys. I'll see you guys later. Hey YouTube. So I'm back from work and I figured maybe I'd come and give an update because there's an update to give, even though I feel so emotionally spent. Like all the crying I did today and just all the stress, it's just like it has taken everything out of me. But life must and will go on. So I don't really have the luxury of sitting in this disappointment, or I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, what happened today? So I went to school. Wait, when's the last time I came on here? I think I was waiting for the tow truck. So tow truck ended up coming, and I don't know why I always thought you had to meet the tow truck driver to let him open the door and get in the car. I don't know why, because they can tow your ass when you park in the wrong spot. But tow truck driver took my key and I said, do I need to go up to the mechanic and give them my key? He's like, no, I'll give it to him. Tell me why when at the end of this story I go to the mechanic, my key is literally in my car, in the fucking ignition, turned, cranked, and the door's unlocked. I'm like, oh my God, what's happening? Anyway, so he says no. So I go meet him, give him the key, and then I drive to school, and then I eat lunch. Then it's time for pharmacology, which I'm happy I was able to make it to pharmacology. But I get to class, and I didn't even notice the teacher was in there. And I just cleared my throat, and then her head popped up. I was like, hi. And I had already sent her an email saying, hey, my car is not working, and if I can get there, I will. But if I can't, I won't, So she was like, oh, what's going on? And I told her, and I had actually told her last semester that my car was not great, because she asked. I don't like to make my problem people's problem. It's really not her problem that my car doesn't work. I need to be at school in class. I don't know, in my opinion, it's not really a good excuse that your car doesn't work. You need to be where you need to be, right? But anyway, she asked, and I told her my car's a piece of shit. That's the only thing that's not great. And so she's like, oh, your car's still messing up. She directed me to a part of our campus website that has some resources. There's a grant for, I don't know if it's car repairs or just something. I am not good at telling stories. I am not good at telling stories. I took my car. Oh, okay. I went to the mechanic that I last went to, the one who was flirting with me. I went up there, I got an EV, the electric vehicle. I went up there and I told him, hey, bad news for you, good news for me. I'm going to take my car to somewhere else. So I got my key, and the plan is I was able to get an appointment at this place. They said they were booked out till June. They had an online calendar. They're like, do not call us for an appointment. If it ain't on there, we don't got it. And they also said, if there's a cancellation or whatever, it'll pop up on the website. So I was just about to like navigate away from the tab, and I just refreshed it one more time, and it was like Friday, 8:30 a.m. we have an appointment. I was like, holy crap. And this place is for low income, so you can't just go there if you like aren't low income. And their rates, their like shop rates is $15 an hour. That's what they're going to charge me, and then the parts are at cost. So it's pretty much like the most cheap place you can ever get your car fixed. So the plan is on Friday they're going to do an inspection, and then they'll let me know. Call me on Friday, let me know what the plan is. They said it takes 3 to 5 business days to get it fixed. So by hopefully a week from Friday, it'll be picked up, and that's where we'll be at. I need to do a little light cleaning, just like the dishes and put away clothes. And I don't think I mentioned, in pharmacology, I was getting so overwhelmed and so stressed. I like basically left crying early. She said, hey, we have these activities with Lego, and we have this worksheet for you to do, which is right here. I haven't done it yet. And she was like, do whatever you want. We have to fill this. We don't have to fill it out. It's like helpful for us to fill this out, and then it's going to be part of our study guide. And I actually haven't finished the other ones that we got. So the plan for tonight is to do that cleaning, and then I want to do those worksheets. We have Clinic 1 Theory online tomorrow, 9 to 11. We have dental materials on campus 1 to 4. And I asked my boss about transferring to a different center, because if they say like my car is not fixable, like they'll tell you like if they can't fix it or whatever. Or I don't know. But basically, if the car don't work, I can't work at this location of the warehouse because the bus doesn't go there. I had to get an EV to go there today. And it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm basically working for free. Not really, because I think it's only $9 an hour, the EV, but still. Like, you don't want to go to work for 3 hours. And first of all, you can't guarantee that there's an EV around. And the bus doesn't go there. So, I'm going to take a Lyft. A Lyft is $20 each way. So that's pretty much could at some point put me, like I'll be making like, I don't know, probably $20. And I will, but, until I can transfer to a place that I can take the bus, right? I'm not going to just consistently work for the next year and a half making $20 a night because I'm taking a $40 Lyft. Like, that's stupid. Or 2 $20 Lyfts. That's dumb. God, I feel like I've just been word vomiting on here all day. I just have so much on my mind. I'm so stressed. And like I said, I was crying. I left class, like, after she said we can do whatever we want, I was like, can I just go home? And I was crying, like, during the lecture. And then I, like, walked out of the classroom and I started crying. Went to the bathroom. I started crying. Somebody was like, she put it in a good way. I think she said, do you need help or something like that? And I was like, no. I don't know who it was. Like, my eyes were closed. I was just like bawling and I was like facing the wall. And then I was about to leave, and then my instructor for dental materials comes in, and she's like, oh, is that you, Tina? And I was like, yeah. She's like, what's going on? And I told her, and I told her, hey, Christina, give me some resources. And I told her I'll be in class tomorrow because, one of my classmates offered to take me. And she said she was going to reach out to somebody because there's this grant where they can give you like $500 to help with your car repair. Grant, I guess, is closed. They said it might open in February. They don't have enough funding. She's like, I'm going to reach out personally. So everybody's been very, very helpful, very kind, very nice, very just helpful, and my friends, like, everybody's been very nice. But even with all that, I mean, I'm thankful for that because I told my friend, like, I need people to be gentle with me today. I need people to be very gentle with me because, like, I'm in shambles, I'm feeling very fragile. So I've been so thankful that everybody's been so kind, but even still, I'm like beat. So it's already 10 o'clock, which is kind of crazy. I want to get my shower first. And thankfully, Clinic 1 Theory is not until 9 o'clock. So I can get up at 8:45, to be honest with you. You just got to roll right over here. I love online classes, child. I love them. I've been getting up late. I used to get up like kind of early. Ain't no need. I think one girl sits in her damn bed in class. She sure looks like she's sitting in the bed, which is like wild. My back would be freaking cranked. Sitting in my bed? Are you kidding me? No way. Yeah, that's all. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hello, YouTube. I know it's been a day or two, but y'all know I usually like to come to you from the car. And since I don't have a car, it's a little bit difficult. I tell you what, I do not feel good. I got a headache, my stomach hurt, my neck hurt, my soul hurt. Trying to think about patience, it's a lot. Today was the first day I've been in somebody's mouth in over a month. It was fun, but also I felt like I didn't know what I was doing. I've had a headache since yesterday. I thought that the program was like a fragrance-free program. Turns out it's only dental clinic. And yesterday I was sitting next to a person whose fragrance just was like, ugh, so rank. Like, ugh. I don't really put myself in situations where I would be sitting next to somebody with rank perfume and not be able to move. But this was a assigned, we have assigned seats, so I can't go nowhere. And perfume is allowed, so it had better preload my ibuprofen next Wednesday. I don't know. So I had a headache basically since yesterday. Got up today, had a headache, took some ibuprofen. It went away, but it came back about 3 o'clock. And I didn't take any more because I didn't accidentally, but I took 3 ibuprofen. And then it was like, don't take more than 6 in 24 hours. So I was like, oh shit. I should have only taken 2. But I guess I can take 2 now. My stomach has been hurting all day. It was hurting when I left home. I don't know what's wrong, but I think I remember that when I got COVID, my stomach was hurting randomly, weirdly. So who knows? But thankfully last night and tonight I got the day off work and my car has been towed to the shop and they will be looking at it tomorrow, doing their estimates. So I'm going to be getting a call about that. Very excited about that. I do have some money saved away. I got a check, like $1,000 check a while ago, and I think I spent half of it on my car and just, instead of putting the other half into my bank, I just kept the cash. So I think I have like $500 or $600. So hoping that since the labor is $15 an hour, I'm hoping that maybe that'll cover a good portion of it. I don't know. Car repairs are so crazy. But yesterday I got a ride to school with a classmate. She picked me up and brought me home, which was amazing. And today I got a ride home from a classmate, but I took Lyft to school. I was gonna take the bus, but then I was like, I don't want to take the bus because it's gonna be super early, super cold. I just don't want to do it. And it's like a full day on campus. Like, I'm just not trying to do it. But tomorrow we have 2 hours in radiology. Starts at 10 o'clock. I'm gonna take the bus. I'm smelling my jacket because the classmates that I rode home with today, there were literal little trees, air fresheners in the air vent, and it was just like blowing at my face, and it's like my headache. Oh my god, I smell like air freshener, which I guess it could be worse, right, than to smell like an air freshener. But my head is not enjoying smelling it, that's for sure. I might have some homework. I know I'm supposed to be going on my schedule, but like I haven't like abandoned it, but it's like, I don't know, that's all I can say. I don't know. I wish I was following it, but it's difficult. It's like when you ride the bus to school, you don't have the same amount of time that you thought you did when you could just get up and drive. I don't know. Maybe I'll talk about what we did today before I go. I had an orientation about what it means, like when you're the clinic assistant, what you're going to be doing. And then we watched a video on fluoride application, which we're going to be doing on each other to actually, understand what it is more than just watching a video. And then I did some instrumentation, and then I also did 4 evals today. I did an infection control eval, I did a blood pressure and pulse and respiration. So that's nice to get those out of the way. But yeah, my head literally is fucking pounding. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Well. Hello. The school week is over and I took the bus to school and back today. Oh, nice. I don't mind the bus. Guess what? I got a call about my car today and it's horrible news. Long story short, it's done. It needs a new engine, basically. He said a whole bunch of stuff. He was like, the radiator hose popped, I don't know, girl. He was saying a whole bunch of stuff. That's it for the car. Like I said, the bus goes to school. So that ain't a problem. That is not a problem. The problem is work. Now, I've been lucky enough to only have to go in one time. That's when I had that EV. The other days, I've been asked if I want the night off. But the day that I went, I did tell my boss, hey, I might not have a way to get here. My car messed up. So I need to maybe transfer. He said he was going to talk to somebody, I guess his boss. So I definitely will have to transfer locations. I mean, I don't know what I would do if they said no. I'm not going to think about that. Because if they were like, no, I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I would say, I guess I would have to get a lift to go to work. But then a girl told me that she lives in Maple Grove, which is where I work. And there's no lift out there. So I would be able to get there, but I wouldn't be able to get back. So I really don't know. Yeah, I mean, am I excited about riding the bus to school? No, of course not. But that's what it is. It is what it is. So I'm fine with it. I got home really early today. The whole ride was less than an hour. This morning, I think it was an hour and 15 minutes, and I had to ride 3 buses. But this time I only had to ride 2. It was really painless getting home, really painless. Only bad thing about it was there was like a 10-minute wait between my first and second bus, and then it's just like outside. I didn't even have one of those shelters around it. And it's pretty cold today. Outside it's 5 right now. I think it was like 1 below when I left this morning. So it is what it is, really. The mechanic called and was like, what did he say? He said like, we can tow your car to wherever you want free, and then we can give you information on how to scrap it. I don't know what that means. Like, I know what it means, kind of, but this is crazy. So I think I'm gonna watch some TV because I guess that's what I do to make myself feel better. The old me would have stayed on that bus and went straight to the bar. Straight to the bar. But that's the old me. So I do have food. Not really food I want to eat because I ordered that Marley Spoon meal kit, but it's like most of the meals made 3 servings and I don't want to eat 3 of them. It's just like, I don't know, nothing is good. I just need to keep cooking more because it's just like the food I make is way better than a meal kit. Like, not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm starting to get pissed off at meal kits. It's like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is not good food. Like, it's just not good food. Anyway, the Traders came on last night, and then I'm gonna watch the Rob Has a Podcast Traders recap. And those things are gonna make me very, very happy. And I need to feel happy right now. So that's all I have for you guys. Bye.
Hello YouTube. So let's like update you guys right on today. My boss said I could have the night off, so that's nice. But then I told him I got news about my car and it's totally broke. You know, has there been any news or update about me transferring to another location? And he ignored me. So I don't know. And then I've had a headache all day that won't quit. This headache started on Wednesday. I thought it was because of this girl's perfume, and then like I was taking a bunch of ibuprofen. And we learned in pharmacology this week that like one of the side effects of ibuprofen is upset stomach. So when my stomach was hurting, I was like, oh, too much ibuprofen. But then as I kept having a headache all day and kept getting the chills all day, I feared the worst. Took another one of these. I really don't know the results yet. It's over there. I decided to look at it on camera, but if it says I don't have COVID, I would be extremely surprised. And I would definitely be taking another test. So let's take a look. No COVID. Unless there's like a faint line. Let me take a look closer. Let me get my camera or my light out. Let me take a closer look. There's no line there. Wow. That is so shocking. I would definitely take another test. I'm freaking happy as hell that it's negative though, because I do not need to be at home. I need to be on campus. Yeah, it says negative. Okay, good. Happy about that. I don't know what the fuck this headache is, but I can't really function. I don't know what migraines are like, but this is so bad. The headache is definitely not as bad as when I had COVID. Like, that was the worst headache I've ever had. This is just like a headache that's been here for like 3 days. I don't know what the hell's going on. I would love to be doing stuff, but like I can't concentrate. My head hurts so bad, I cannot concentrate. All I can do is sit down, not move, and just close my eyes and hope I feel better, but I don't. But thankfully, the portion of the day where I start feeling chilled from the inside on my bones and it doesn't get any better, even though I'll have the heat on 75. I was underneath this blanket, a flat sheet, and my duvet, and I had a jacket on, and I had sweatpants on, and I was still cold, like cold from the inside. So at least that portion of the day is over, but I'm sure it'll be here tomorrow. Anyway, my head is hurting so bad just talking, so I guess I'm just gonna lay back down. I'm like so annoyed. But I'm so happy I don't have COVID. You know, assuming, right? I don't know if I'll take another one tomorrow or Sunday or what, but definitely I'll take another one. Anyway, I just wanted to update you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.